Alright, welcome to the 88th video. This is not a stream because the stream just cut out, was acting weird, so I'm going to be finishing like this, finishing this PC build. At least that's the goal. And I don't know how much you're going to be able to see because it's going to be like this. Maybe I'll flip it up at some point, but this is just a chillin' video, as with seemingly most or all of my videos. So I gotta finish screwing these in, and then I have to plug everything in, including the GPU. And I don't know what way I'm gonna tighten them. Yeah, and then I have to, I don't know, this has been weird if you follow this series. Actually, I'm gonna tighten this one first. This one's annoying because the, what's it called, is in the way. The Thermalright cooler. Alright. We'll tighten this last one. Be a little awkward from the side, but it's already seated. I'm doing them like mostly finger tight, wrist tight. It's funny, I'm not tightening them in any particular real order. I think at this point, just because I'm tired and I want to get it done, maybe that would come back to bite me. But kind of a can or kind of a will or it won't type thing, I guess. Stripping this one a little. I don't know what's going on with that one. That one feels. Maybe I'm just not putting the pressure that I need. Yeah, that is what was happening. Alright, I don't think this motherboard's going anywhere. Got them all right. So spaced out now. I've just been streaming for an hour and it hasn't been the smoothest, it wasn't the messiest either. Okay, what's next? Kinda wanna get this fan in. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna plug this plug in. Basically anything that says system fan. There's one right there. I guess there's none. That's like the CPU fan area. I guess that doesn't really matter. I can plug it into the CPU fan area. I think I'm gonna plug it in right here, just because it's the closest. Which means I think I want it like this. Right? That pulls. Kind of confused which way this goes. Which way did I put those? Yeah, alright, this is right. I guess I could also put it down there like that. Gives me a ton of extra cord. Kind of like it up there because it wouldn't affect the airflow as much. I don't know. I'm gonna do it like this, even though it feels a little wrong. Alright, where are these screws? Looking for 4 screws. I think they're these. Put them right there. Alright, that's now empty. Whoops, that's empty. Where are those screws? Right here. This driver should be fine. Okay. What a silly saga. What a silly saga this is. I think I'm recording this sideways, so I'll have to fix that in post, which is so funny. Hopefully, I don't think I can do it in this software. That's actually kind of a big-ish hassle. This has been a goofy experience, start to finish. Start to finish. All right. Like, yeah, whatever. I think what's confusing is these bottom ones, like, they just keep spinning, whereas the top ones, they both tighten. Nope, that one's spinning. This one just tightens, which makes me wonder if I'm doing something wrong. The fan is on, so plug it in. Okay, that's wrong. Right? That should be tight. Oh man, tell me that's right. The NVMe. Oh, did I just never tighten that down? I just never tightened that down. Okay. Did I tighten this one down? Nope. Okay. Now it's not moving. Alright. Amateur hour over here. Now I'm just looking to see which CPU. Square. Besides the clip on it. No. Yeah, it should only go this one way. Well, I guess the one way I thought it was going to go, it does not go. It says CPU power right there. And it clicked in. Alright, there's this cable. Like I said, this is the series if you've been following this lancool. That says audio. I want something that says front panel. Okay. So the front panel goes into JFP1. Is that right? Double checking my resource. Buzzer and speaker. JFB2 is buzzer and speaker. I don't know what those are. Are these both fans? It says audio. Audio over here. I'm literally just reading the thing. I haven't read the instruction manual at all. Just popped off. So this motherboard's audio is apparently not as good as the other one, which I'm actually bummed about, but I don't know. Alright, there's these other sys fans. This is sysfan 1 and sysfan 2. I'm just going to plug them in, because I think these are fans. I don't know what this is. I don't think I used this before, but I do think... What is this? Is this a SATA thing? We'll look at that in a second. This light actually adds quite a bit. kind of want to get these assist fans out of the way, actually. I did not think about that at all before moving it. Let's see if I can get this other panel off, and then do I have to do something else to get this front panel off? This other panel off? That came all the way out. I did not want that. Oh, I hope that's not a headache. Okay. Let me just... I don't know if I can do what I want to do right now without having to take a bunch of stuff apart. Whoop. Well, that worked. Front cover you just pull right off. Okay. And then do I just unscrew this? Is that right? Where's this? The fan. Seems like that could just be the fan. No? I don't think I ever took these fans off. Maybe I did. We'll see. I'm running out of space over here. Like, I want to do this right. Should probably boot it. Okay, so what did I want to do? I wanted to put these fans... Just too much cordage is really what I'm complaining about. So, I'm seeing if there's anything that I can move around to have less cordage. So I'm putting these two cables, I'm gonna put them through here, this random little hole. And I'm going to put them wow, so much cable. Why is there so much cable here? Oh, that's interesting. Why did I do it that way? I wonder if I even cared. I'll just put them up through here. And then I'll put them in. Wait, no, I'm going to put them up through this other one. I'm doing this whole thing by instinct, pretty much. It's so much faster than the first time I did it, I think. Okay, I'm just going to plug one of these into sys 1 and one into sys 2. And I'm going to do that like this. Love the sound of that. Why would this be a problem? Maybe just if I didn't have it settled right. really hard to see, actually. Makes it much better. Why won't this line up? I'm so confused. Uh-oh. I was just being silly. Okay. The other sys fan. This is the power supply. Gotta find out which graphics card to use. And then what does this go? Where does this? What is this? Right here. JUSB3. It does plug in there. Alright, what's the J? I gotta look this up real quick. JUSB3. I want to figure out how to put the dry bays back in. I mean, I'm just gonna plug it in. I guess it's the 5 GB USB 2 or USB 3 or something. Where is this sys fan gonna go? Right over there. I'll plug this one in. Lian. This is really hard angle. Okay, maybe it's not that hard. I just figured it out. Yeah. That's on, but look at all this slack. Right? Like, I don't like that. And if I had it over the other area, I could plug it into the CPU fan. But I don't want it plugged into the CPU fan. So I'm not sure what to do. Like, does it matter? Should I just plug it into the CDU fan? In the meantime, I am going to plug this one in. This would be the wrong way, right? Yep. And this would be the right way. Wait, what? Wait, no, this would be the right way. Now it won't come out. I just wanted to see if it would. This is a very confusing cable. Pin missing there. That one's blocked off, so this is right. I wanted it to push in further. Okay. I like everything about this except this. So, I'm a little confused. Actually, these also seem like they could be better. Whoa. Oh, I don't like that. What's going on down there? Oh no. Oh. What is all this stuff? What are these? Oh, this is, yeah, these are going to go into the power supply. And what's this one? Does this go in anywhere? Put that through there. Plug these into the power supply. If I remember right, this stuff doesn't even matter. Don't even matter where it gets plugged in. As long as it just plugs in easy, you know? Alright, word to the wise. Don't do it like that. I mean, that was making my life probably way harder than it had to be, right? No. Yeah, whatever. I think the CPU and the PCIe are the same on the lian. Lian lancool. I don't know. It seems right. I still feel like there's more. Right, there's this cable. What is this cable? Alright, I think it might actually plug into JUB4. Wow, yeah, it does. Okay, JUSB4. I know what that is. That's the type C. That is the type C. That is fantastic. Just trying to make sure I'm doing it right to see if it's symmetrical. It is not symmetrical. I wonder if it would even work the other way. No. Right, okay. Awesome. Well, that's confusing. What are those? Huh. Are those extra USBs? I don't know what these are. Those look like extra USBs. And they're inside the case. That's very confusing. Maybe they're not USBs. I'm so confused. Alright, well, I can always take off this. This panel's the easiest one to take off, I think. Alright, what am I missing? I think everything is plugged in. The only thing that's weird is this. Except the GPU. Which... PCIe. Just gonna search which slot the GPU goes into. Okay, it says use the first one, so that's what I'm going to use. Okay. This is cracking me up. That pushed down. Did I push that down? Yeah, okay. Assume this last screw is going to be the GPU screw. Looks like it. Do I have a driver handy? I do. Okay. Assuming this is, yeah, Phillips. I'm just making sure it clears the board. That's the first thing I'm trying to do. What is that screw? That screw is very odd. I don't know if that's always been there. It's kind of freaking me out. That didn't sound great going in, but it is in. Right? I can't lift it up, so. Back to not having enough of an angle for the driver. Ugh. Alright, I should make this easier on myself. Keep doing this. That is how that should have gone in. Okay, I guess we'll just drop the screw on the motherboard. Hopefully that's fine. Don't love it. See these little lines? Oh, I don't love it, team. Yeah, this is not magnetic, so what an annoying thing. There's absolutely a better way to do this, but it's only my... Alright. GPU's in. Is everything plugged in? I think everything is plugged in. So... what do I not like? I don't like this fan cable. I think I'd rather have it hang down like that. Or honestly, it's actually touching the GPU right there. I kind of want it to plug in down here somewhere. There's sysfan things down here. Sysfan 4. Let's see if we can do that. I don't like pulling the cables, but that's what I was doing. Ever so slightly. Oh, you know what else I need to do? I need to plug in these screws into the AIO. Screws into the AIO, right? Let's see. Shows them already there. I don't know. Okay, I guess I was wrong. Because those... Maybe that's the AIO plate? Maybe I should have installed the plate, the AIO into the plate first. I kind of have a feeling that's true. Okay, those screws are just not going to go in. That's okay. What was I doing? Oh, rerouting this system fan. Okay. Let's get this. And what am I doing here? I'm going to put it down there. But how am I going to do that? Wondering if it'll have the length if I put it from there through there. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it. Can always go back to this way. In theory. Every time I screw these in, there's like paint falling off. Feels like the design could be improved, but maybe not. So, alright, literally just moving it from there to there to get the extra length for this cord. And I'm going to put this cord down through here. There's a space in the way on the lancool. And if I can, I think what I need to do is screw at least one of these in, maybe two, so that this fan isn't going all over the place. Now what am I doing? Okay. Go through here. No, it's not going to reach. I'm just going to ask if I can plug into the other one on the internet because I don't want to move it again. And it'll be better for routing. The LLM basically says it's fine as long as I'm not using some sort of controller. So it's really unfortunate, actually. Just too much cable. Maybe I'll want to change this, but this is not hard to change. I want to change it later. I'm going to put these screws in and put everything on, then boot it. Once again, do not know why the bottom ones spin. There's some of them spin. Maybe that was my failure. That only one stays tight. Oh, do any of them stay tight? Maybe none of them do. Whatever. Okay. I think that's everything. Nothing laying around but panels, so everything's in, everything's secure. Let's put panels back on. Not like that. Like this. Is this even the right side? Yeah, I mean this is the right side. How does this go? Okay, that's on. I do the front. Sweet. Right, I want it like that. Just making sure this is tight. And then I think this one, nope, it still pulls off, so I don't understand what that's about. Maybe it's the top panel. Yeah, well, it is the top panel. So I need to unscrew it. What was that? Something just clicked loud. I don't know what it was. Okay. Let's do this one. This should have a screw, actually. There's a screw somewhere that I have. Temporarily misplaced. See if, I don't know if it's drive bays. I can fit them. Whoa! I just sat on this part and bent it. Moving too fast. And I bent my favorite case. Wondering if I can bend it back. Wow, that's a really big bummer. Bent. And he's sitting there. I'm really trying to bend this back. Let's see if this other one will go on. The drive bays were, I guess one is a success. The other one I couldn't get to fit right. Oh, this stinks. Oh, this stinks. Because this is bent, I can't, the other one's not going to be right either. So, darn it. I need to do this one first. I tried to bend it back, that's what I've been doing. That's actually really close. That is incredibly close to being bent back to perfect. Here's the problem. I don't actually know where that little screw is. There's a little screw that goes in there. I thought I kept everything on here, but it's possible that I put that screw elsewhere, and now it's gonna give me a big headache. But it's also possible actually that I have another screw. So where is excess screws? I don't know the size of it. It's such a one-off little screw. They'll have labels. I don't know if any of them are the right one. Maybe I have it over here. Do a quick look. That's nuts. I thought I did such a good job with screw organization. Oh, wow. Okay, this thread is too big. Right? Is that fair? No, actually this works. That hard drive screw works. I like practically bent this back to almost perfect. It's not perfect, but I mean, it might just be good enough. Let's see, if air comes through here, like, is that gonna bring too much dust down below? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna boot the computer like this, but I am gonna find out if I should order another part. Even this tiny crack of dust, like I could put tape on it or something, but if it's $20 and it's gonna like save the PSU, it's gonna save the computer. Over time, I will just get a new panel, if I can. Oh, okay. Will this fit now? Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's barely noticeable. Wow, I'm so happy that's so funny that I didn't sit on it that hard, but see if this can go in. And now this shouldn't pull off, right? It does look a little awkward. It won't pull off. Excellent. Okay. Time to boot it. I need to grab monitor. And then, what do I need? I need a power. Yeah, I think that's just gonna be it. I'm not gonna boot it on this video. Thanks for tuning in. Put comments if you have comments, and yeah. See you in the next one.